Hi, this is Thomas, your speed reading coach. In today's video, I'm going to talk about mind mapping and that you shouldn't mind map. So a lot of the time in my videos, I say, hey, mind mapping is the #1 way to really remember when you're reading books. And it is a brilliant, brilliant way. So firstly, I'm not denying that. And I'm going to make a couple videos about mind mapping in the future. But for now, for many, many books, you also just don't want to mind map. You don't need to mind map. So let's cover some instances here. For example, I've been reading now for several years. I've been reading very, very actively. And now if I grab a book, let's just say it's a pop psychology book, I've probably heard a lot of the stuff that's in there. So if I only need to read a couple chapters out of the 10 chapters, and even in those 10 chapters there isn't that many new things in there, I may not even mind map it. On top of that, let's just say I have a book that I just read a few days ago, was about Rich and Poor by, I think, T. Harv Eker. And yeah, so if I have a book like that, and it's basically just mindset stuff, I don't also necessarily want to mind map it. I may just use it as a stimulus for ideas, just to boost up my motivation, if you will, or to just get some new ideas, get some new stimulus of ideas going, and that's it. So I don't even necessarily need to mind map it. But what is the alternative? If you don't mind map the book, which is absolutely a great way to remember it, what else can you do? So another thing you can do instead of mind mapping is simply to make notes in the book, okay? Especially that is very well done if the books aren't very ergonomically written, which is they're not very comfortably written. If you see a book that doesn't have very many headings, subheadings, well, what does it basically mean ergonomically written? Like, it should be about 3 to 4 sentences in a paragraph. So there should be constantly new paragraphs. It should be no more than 12 words in a sentence. And it should be only several paragraphs, like 1.5 page should be a chapter. And that's called ergonomically written. Also, there should be summaries, but unfortunately we don't get many books that are like that. So instead what we need to do is we need to make it ergonomic, make it comfortable. And one way, once again, was mind mapping, which I'm going to cover in the next video. But one of the most brilliant ways also is to just create the notes in the book. So make the book comfortable. So say, okay, this is, I give 1 stick, that's relatively important. 2 sticks, it's very important. And 3 sticks, it's super important. So you just do 1, 2, or 3 sticks, for example, next to the text, and you basically mark how important it is for you. On top of that, you can just put an exclamation mark if it's something very important or something you need to go back to, perhaps something you need to apply like an exercise. So creating those markings, creating those signs can be very, very helpful when you're reading, especially if it's a bit more difficult material. Then you're gonna know, okay, I want to look through this, and look through this. What you can even do is you can make some notes, just a couple of keywords if it's important next to the paragraph, and then you know I need to go back and reread this just to get more focused on it, perhaps to post-view it after I read it, just to remember better. So not all the books you want to mind map. Some books you just want to make some marks in the book, and that's perfectly enough. And then when you're going back to it, if it's a really good book, maybe you want to look through it again sometime later. Or as I always recommend, to look at it after you read, kind of flip through either the book or flip through the mind map and see, okay, what is the most important for me here? What did I put down on the mind map, or what did I mark on the book? And then do that again before you go to sleep. Do that again in the morning. And simply doing that is going to make it so much easier for you to remember the book. So mark the book, treat it as yours, be proactive with it, don't let it overwhelm you, but instead use it and focus on what's the most important for you. Mark what's the most important and go back to it, constantly treat it as a tool. So thank you for being with me here. If you enjoyed the video, please like and comment. If you have any questions, subscribe. And if you'd like to have a free 15-minute consultation with me, where we can personally cover your current speed reading, where you're at, and if you want to talk about the coaching program that I do, which is I have slides prepared, and then we go through every single topic that you need to go through. Everything from subvocalizing, which is saying the words aloud in our minds, to how to read nonfiction, fiction, biographies, anything else to become a master reader and to become a master of the information in your life. So to sign up for a free consultation, please go here. And also if you'd like to get my free ebook just to learn how to read faster, click here. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.